Hey, good morning, almost afternoon, Saginaw Bay fisherwomen, fishermen. This is the Saginaw Bay weather forecast brought to you by Frank's Great Outdoors in Linwood. I'm meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with Michigan Meteorological Services, LLC. That's my own company. Let's get into it. The storm is moving off. The winds are quite strong today. So on the bay, it's just going to be a blowing snow and wind type issue, and we're going to look out into early March too to see how long this ice sticks around. So there's your radar, and the storm system has pulled off to the east. Still a winter weather advisory officially in effect because of the wind and the blowing snow. So let's look at the radar forecast, and not really much to look at today, this afternoon. I would just call it a few flurries, but again, you can get ground visibility problems with gusts to 30 and 35 miles an hour. This is this evening, and then as we go into tonight, the Arctic air pours in, the lake effect develops, and tomorrow we go back to scattered spurts of snow, an inch or so of additional snow on the bay. Nothing that is extremely heavy, by mid to late February standards. Here's total snowfall forecast through today. We'll call it, another inch. And then as the lake effect develops on the west side of the state tomorrow, we'll call it another inch on the bay. So it's not really a snow thing. It's a wind thing. So here are the wind gusts in miles per hour. Let's go to 5 o'clock this afternoon. The green that you see is 20, 25 mile an hour wind gusts. Not quite as strong as what it looked like yesterday, but will be strong. And this is the strongest wind gusts come in this evening out of the northwest. Those are gusting to 30 and 35 miles an hour. It is going to be windy out there. And we go to tomorrow morning, and it's still windy. Winds gust over 25 miles an hour. Tomorrow's Arctic air on a strong westerly wind for that kind of temperature. When does the wind die down? This is Tuesday morning. Maybe gusts are under 20 miles an hour. And I think really Tuesday afternoon we'll start to see a pattern change to a lesser wind as the Arctic air kind of slowly starts to let up. Anything big in our future for the next week? Well, it looks like it could be a stellar ice fishing period some point by the weekend. So there's our storm pulling off. And remember, the isobars spread out and the wind lightens up. So that's Wednesday. Next storm progged to move way to our south, keep us out of the wind field of the next storm on Thursday, but maybe just some snow showers. And then look at Friday. And as we head towards Saturday, high pressure building in, not much wind just yet. Although as we go into the last days of February, it looks like several little weather systems, what we call Alberta clippers, can drop down in. That's just a sign that we're still on the cold side of the jet stream. Now we're at February 28th and 29th, and we end up out at March 3rd, and you start to see finally the southwest winds developing and some rain showers. So I do think we head toward a gradual pattern change in the first week of March. All ice building up until February 24th. So highs tomorrow only in the teens, low teens. Tuesday, low teens highs. That means 0 or below in the morning. Wednesday morning below 0, and then highs in the teens. Low 20s Thursday, mid 20s Friday. Saturday in the 20s. Sunday in the 20s. Monday, February 24th is the day I target for our first above freezing weather in a while, 35-ish. And February 25th, 26th, 27th. With these Alberta clippers, we can warm up to the 30s for a day, cool down to highs in the 20s for a day. And as we get to, that's March 1st to March 2nd, we start to see the signs of what March can do, and that certainly would be no secret. Now, look out into March, early March, next 16 days. So this is the surface temperature anomaly forecast, and obviously we're going to be much colder than normal for Tuesday and Wednesday and even Thursday and Friday. Saturday, still somewhat colder than normal. Normal highs by then would be about 35 on Saginaw Bay. This is the 24th. And then about the 25th and 26th, you start to see the cold pocket working off. 27th of February, still kind of hanging cool. Let's run it out to March 3rd. And what does that tell you? It tells you the cold pocket possibly working off, and we run, a few degrees to 5 degrees warmer than normal, which would say at times you make it to 35 and 40 degrees in the first week of March. But it still doesn't look like any robust, rip-roaring warm spell coming. We'll just have to see. We're kind of at the end of our reasonable forecast limits at this time of the year, about 15 days out. But there you go. It's still ice fishing galore, and it's still fighting the wind is the main story. Take care. I'm meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. This is the Saginaw Bay weather forecast for Sunday, February 16th. I'm meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, and this is brought to you by Frank's Great Outdoors in Linwood. Take care.